Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. So, you guys thought I wasn't going to be doing ARC reviews again, didn't you? Well, look where we are. We're not just doing an ARC review today, we're doing a review of the entire Water 7 saga. Now you're probably wondering, wait, Molly, didn't you say you couldn't do reviews anymore because you're reacting to each episode now, so making notes isn't as easy? Yes, but I love you guys, so I decided to go back and rewatch every single one of my reactions because, as you say, I reacted to every single episode of this saga. All of them are up on Patreon right now, so go check them out if you want to see them. So I was able to rewatch every single one of my reactions and make notes, which is really great. So we're going to get into this today, but this review is going to look a little bit different to normal because obviously I have reactions that go up on YouTube and then exclusive reactions that go up on Patreon, and also uncut versions of all of my reactions on YouTube on Patreon as well. So I have the ability to use snippets of my reactions on the things I'm talking about, which you guys on YouTube may have never seen before. Don't get me wrong, if you still want to watch those full exclusive episodes or uncut versions, you've really got to get over to Patreon because that is where they're all at. However, we'll be including some clips today that maybe here on YouTube you've never seen before, and I'm super excited to share those. This is going to be a super fun video. We're going to have compilations of reaction moments and just all around talking about Water 7 and everything that went down, because so much went down. This saga, I started this saga in like January. At the time of filming this is April. I know when this comes out it's May. I'm sorry. We're also going to get into a quick PSA about that as well, so stick with me here. First of all, a moment for the Zoro earrings, please. Thank you very much. Okay, quick PSA. I'm going away for a summer exchange job, so I will not be in the UK in summer. I will be over in America. I'm super excited for this. It's going to be super fun, but because of my hectic full-time job schedule and living accommodations over there, filming is not going to be as easy. So I'm locking in and pre-filming all the content you guys will need and want over those 3 months that will be released as we go. All the content you guys will be seeing over the coming months will be super pre-filmed, super early on, and I would have finished the episodes that you guys are watching at that point a while before. However, I'll always continue to be transparent about that, and if you're on my Discord, I always go to Discord right after watching, especially the most pivotal episodes, and I have a little chat about my initial thoughts straight after watching. So get over to my Discord if you do want to be included on that. If not, you'll still be getting the reactions, you'll still be getting content regularly. If all goes to plan, which hopefully it should, but if my schedule is packed, there's not much I can do, but if all goes to plan, you guys should never have to see a break in content more than the regular, I don't know, usually weekly uploads. I kind of want to get those to be more frequent, but under this circumstance it could still be weekly, or the most you'll see is maybe 2 weeks gap in between if I struggle to edit and find time to edit, but I'm really hoping that's not the case. But if I have to film while I'm out in America, I will obviously make it my priority to find that time. You can trust that 100%. I will 100% find the time to film for you guys. I just think having those first couple weeks or month even to settle in without having the pressure of having to film will be beneficial for adjusting to the lifestyle, the schedule, and everything in between. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm really working hard, even during my final project season. This is my final year of university. It's all of my exams and submissions, and I will still be filming and pre-filming all of this for you guys because I want to do that, and I want to make sure you guys always have content. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe because your girl is putting in the work, okay? Anyway, I'm super excited to get into this review and just talk about all things Water 7 because this saga was beyond my expectations. I am still getting over it. It's insane. Are we ready? Zoro, you ready? Let's freaking go. Let's get into the review. Okay, so we kicked off the Water 7 saga with the arc Long Ring, Long Land. So this arc, wow, this was a entertaining one. I hated how invested I was in this bullshit that Foxy was pulling. This arc spanned over episodes 207 to 219. Every single one of my reactions to Long Ring Long Land are actually Patreon exclusive. So we'll definitely be catching some new clips in this segment. But here are some notes I made on the general story of Long Ring Long Land. Foxy is dumb. I don't care. Like, I don't care what he's saying about. Like, it's just annoyed me. It's just annoyed me. I hate Foxy. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to watch anymore. Free me from this torment, Foxy and his crew. When are they gonna stop pissing me off this arc? I'm serious. Like, everyone's annoying me. I swear. When Luffy agreed to do those games, I was pissed. I was pissed at him. I was like, Luffy, you gotta be fucking kidding. No! No, what? Do they want to take our crew members? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Absolutely not. Not gonna happen. Never in a million years. I actually would rather throw up than have any of the crew members go to whatever the fuck this joke of a crew is called. I genuinely would rather throw up. Like, that is... No, thank you. Not gonna happen. Absolutely not. There's not even a point of us agreeing to this, because it's not gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, if any of the crew members get taken to this, I'm not even joking. I don't want to see it. But I was confident. I was confident in the Straw Hats from beginning to end. There was no doubt in my mind. I was always confident in them, and I personally didn't think they would lose any crew members. Tell me why those motherfuckers took my fucking son. Dummy, right?
まずは一人目。俺が欲しいのはお前。
I know, he did not just point at my son. I know, he did not just point at my fucking son. Let me through the screen. Let me through the screen. Let me through the screen. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Cut the show. Cut the show. Cut the show. Cut it. 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 They took my son and my big sister. How dare you? And oh my god, that woman, get her away from my son. Get her away from my son. Get off. Get off. Oh, I was literally getting so pissed at this woman, this pointy-nosed woman. I was like, get away from him. Get the fuck away from him. That's my son. Get away. How dare they take my chopper? How dare they? And then Zoro gave him the whole be a man speech. And I was like, Zoro, be nice to our son, please. Thank you. Zoro, don't piss me off. Lock in, man. Zoro! Don't! Don't! I disagree. I disagree with Zoro entirely. No. But as always, and you guys will probably have seen by now if you've watched me from the beginning, when Zoro gives the tough love, I always go, Zoro, hey, be nice. But that's because I'm an empath and I feel bad. And then he's just being mean and being inconsiderate that they're upset. But then, like, I process his point that he's making and I'm like, whatever, you're right, whatever, you're right, okay, you're right, fine, whatever. You could have said it nicer. But he's always right. He's always right. When it comes to directions, he's most of the time wrong. He's actually wrong a fair bit, but he's right a fair bit too. He's trying to be nicer, but we're working on it. We're working on it, it's fine. I knew they were gonna take Robin. I knew they were gonna take my big sis. I felt it in my bones. They were looking at her funny. They were like, I knew they wanted her. She's just so cool and she's really been like at the forefront of this game, this team game anyway. If the other team win, maybe they're gonna want to take Robin. Wouldn't be surprised. But they can't win because we are gonna get Chopper back. Who are they gonna take, man? I'm thinking it's gonna be Robin. I knew it. And so when they took her, fucking knew it. And now we're down 2 crew members. Are you fucking serious, Luffy? Are you serious? We can get them back, right? We set up a thing, we can get them back. And Luffy chooses to get back the horse. The horse!
じゃ、やっぱ返してもらうぞ。シャリー！
Luffy, Luffy. I've never yelled at a girl like this! Luffy! Oh, no. Oh, say it was a prank. Say it was a joke. Oh my god, guys. I get it. Get it. But I was so stressed. I was like, you are fucking joking. You're fucking joking. You're fucking joking. I was so stressed. But it worked out in the end. Free me. Please. I hate these motherfuckers so bad. Free me. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I'm having a terrible time. I hate how invested I am in these fucking games. These fuck-ass fucking games. Why am I so invested? I'm retiring. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. No, I can't do 3 more of these games. I can't do 3 more of them. I can't do it. We just got to talk back. I cannot do it. Then, Luffy versus Foxy. The finale. The end. We're clawing our way to the end of this bullshit, right? We're clawing our way through. Luffy rocked his shit. Thank God it's over. Bye. Goodbye, Long Ring Long Land. You will not be missed. You caused me too much stress. You will not be missed. I actually recently went back and rewatched all the filler that I skipped because obviously I was trying to keep on a filming schedule. So I took like a 2-week filming break after finishing the Water 7 saga. And I went back and rewatched loads of the filler that I skipped and also the filler in between the end of Water 7 and the start of this new saga, which I'll be starting watching tomorrow. And in one of the fillers, Foxy comes back. When I tell you I switched that shit right off, I don't need to. I don't care for it. Don't care for him. We can move on. I don't need to see him ever again and any of this bullshit ever again. I really liked the historical episode fillers. Those were really fun. I really was locked into those. And also the cameos, like you had Vivi there, you had the kids from Syrup Village, you had Connis was there, and it's my girl. I was so excited. I enjoyed the ones in Water 7 with Luffy looking for the seahorse. No, it's not called a seahorse, guys. I'm so sorry. Gamora? Something like that. I loved the one with Zoro. When he was like the big bro to the little family. That was really cute and so fitting for his character in every single way. That was so pure Zoro. And I also like the one with Sanji as well. That was a really fun episode too. I enjoyed those, I'd say, the most. The ones in between the end of Water 7 and the start of this new saga, didn't love. I think I still need to watch, I think it's 3 something, the one episode standalone filler. I still need to watch that, but the one with the other pirates who were working with the bounty hunter, with the ice people, like I didn't really love that much. I liked seeing everyone on the Sunny and like getting into their life on the Thousand Sunny. I thought that was really fun. End of Long Ring Long Land, thank God. Let's get on to the Water 7 arc. The arc Water 7. Let's get on to that. So the Water 7 arc is episodes 229 to 263. And this was where my first reactions in the Water 7 saga came in when we met Aokiji. So a lot of these, if any of this is lore, it's stuff I wrote down in real time. If any of this is feelings, it's stuff I wrote down since rewatching my reactions to figure out what I was feeling and re-remember what I was feeling. First thought, who is this motherfucker? And why is Robin tripping? Oh.
Robin.
That must have been a recap from where they left off 226. It looks like Chopper's bumped into some tall guy and Luffy was really worried about him just bumping into the guy. And then Robin was like really freaked out by him. So she must know him. Interesting. Hopefully gonna get some Robin backstory. He's a marine. This was pre-figuring out who this guy is, and I still don't know. I don't know how to feel about him. I'm filming this, like I say, not even started Saga 5 yet, so I'm filming this with only the knowledge of what I have from the end of Water 7. What is their past? That was one of my main questions. Who flippin' knows? Well, I do know. I do know a lot more now. but I still don't know how she feels about him now. But that's okay, hopefully we'll figure it out. Anyway, now we're getting some lore that I wrote down in real time. The Marines have 3 admirals: Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru. So Aokiji is obviously Kuzan. They are the same person, and Aokiji is who we've seen the most of so far. Akainu and Kizaru we have only seen, I believe, in the Robin flashbacks, and I cannot tell you which one was which or what names they referred them to at that point, but all of you told me about it in the comments, which I really, really appreciate, and I will lock in and remember that at some point. But Aokiji is Kuzan, and I put in brackets Aokiji, tall guy, because he's quite tall. He's a very, very tall guy. Then I wrote down that Sengoku is the fleet admiral, and they only have 1 fleet admiral. And that was kind of all the lore I wrote at that point. And then we arrive in Water 7, and we won a shipwright. That was kind of what I got at the beginning. In the Water 7 arc, it was brilliant in introducing us to new characters and setting things up. I thought the first half of the arc was a little bit weak, and then as you got into it more, brilliant, leading up to the golden stuff that we got in Annie's lobby, you know what I mean? But the first, I'd say maybe even the first quarter of the arc was a little bit weak. Obviously we're just trying to find someone to fix the Mary and all of that stuff, and it was Usopp got taken and things like that, do you know what I mean? But obviously we met Iceberg, we met Khalifa, we met Kaku, we met Paulie, we met Lucci, and we met Bleno, and then we also met Frankie, obviously, and the Frankie family, and the Galila people, and all of that. And I obviously had very, very different reactions to them at the beginning than my opinions on them now. I thought Iceberg was a little bit of a deadbeat guy. I thought he was just, he can't function without Khalifa, and he kind of just, you know, couldn't even probably get out of bed without her.
てめえ、それでも一戦の船長か。
Bro can't even organize his fucking... He probably can't even make his bed in the morning without Khalifa. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And you call yourself the ship's captain. Dude, I would love to see you actually cook yourself a meal. I'd love to see you do that. I bet bro can't even fucking use the microwave. That's... I hated the Frankie family. They pissed me off so bad. And I do think that's valid because they beat Usopp up so much, and that hurt me so much. I was like, oh my god. Oh, when does he die? When does he die? Soon? Now?
俺は早速この金を持って買い物をしてくるぜ。
Take the mask off, bitch. Let's see how ugly you are. Sorry. It's crazy. He's animated. Like, that's Usopp. But then also one of my favourite moments I've even seen in the whole show so far was the others then coming in to beat up Frankie family for Usopp. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. But also one of my favourite moments was Usopp standing up for himself. Obviously getting beat down pretty bad, but he stood up and he was like, how dare you, we need that money to fix our ship. It was such a beautiful moment. And I was like, fuck you, Frankie family. Fuck you, Frankie. Hate y'all. Yo, that's so fucking hard. Oh my god. Now we all know my opinion is heavily 180'd the other way because I adore Frankie. And I think that Iceberg is a very competent, very lovely guy. And I don't like any of the Galila CP9s. Fuck them. Anyway, yeah, so obviously we found out the Mary was in a state of no repair. Some bad stuff had happened to the bottom of the ship. It was like rotting, and there is no fixing that. Once that bit's gone, the ship's gone. And unfortunately that was very, very hard pill to swallow for everyone on the crew. It was not an easy thing at all, but specifically Luffy and Usopp I think were affected the most in very, very different ways, but both with sadness and being distraught. Luffy made the tough decision. He made the tough call to say, we gotta get a new ship. And Usopp, you know, having the connection he has to the Mary, which every single member of that crew has a connection to the Mary. But Usopp's, to me, has always been a little bit deeper because it's the last thing he has left of Syrup Village, of his hometown, which we all know he misses. Do you know what I mean? He loves being a adventurer on the sea and everything, but we all know he misses the safety and the comfort of Syrup Village. The Mary was the last thing he had left of that, but I think he managed to find, you know, that's not true. He has himself and who he is, and that is also part of Syrup Village will always be in him, you know? And I think he discovered that over the time, and he also discovered how leaving the ship, leaving the crew is such a big thing to do. Obviously, that leads me on to the Luffy Usopp incident. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. This argument was heavy. It was not an easy one to watch, and it's also not an easy one to process, especially in real time. It's not an easy one to formulate a opinion on, because I think that neither of them is 100% right or 100% wrong. I think that after taking a step back and looking at the situation, I do think that Luffy is more right than Usopp in the end. But if Usopp hadn't reacted in the way he had in leaving the crew, Usopp's point would have stood more true. Because Usopp leaving the crew and reacting the way he did like that destroyed all of the raw emotion and stuff behind his argument, behind his point. It just took all of that away. Leaving the crew is so major. This, like, that is such a big thing, and that's such a heartbreaking thing to say and do to your friends and your crew. To leave it is like one of the worst things you can do. And so I think at the time, obviously I felt bad, and I still do, because you've got a group of people against one person. Not so they weren't ganging up on him, but it's just they're all stood on this side of the fence and he stood alone on the other, and I just think that the empath in me just wanted someone to be by his side so he knew he wasn't alone, because his thought process, as he said, was, if you can get rid of Mary so easily, I guess you can just as easily get rid of me. And after having that beat down by Frankie's family and having to have them come in and save him, and after losing them the money, he was already feeling like utter shit about himself. And then knowing they can get rid of the Mary so easily, it wasn't an easy decision to make. It was not an easy decision at all. But to Usopp, who is, you know, getting over a lot of things that I just said, that was just the final straw. But that shouldn't have been the final straw for leaving. You know, but I think it was his own insecurity that he ended up projecting. And so immediately that makes him more in the wrong than in the right. But I do think that not just Luffy, but some of the others on the crew as well disregarded some points of Usopp's argument that held the emotion. They didn't take a second to think, wait guys, hold on. This is Usopp, okay? This is the last thing he has left of Syrup Village. He's always had a big connection to this ship. We know how much this ship means to him. Let's take a minute with how we deliver this information. And let's let him have his moment, and let's sit with him and comfort him. But also, they're kids. They're kids, and they are headstrong kids. And they aren't people that are gonna take a minute sometimes, especially in these situations where Usopp is lashing out. When you're a kid, you're not gonna see someone lashing out and sit and listen to that. You're going to be like, oh, whoa, hold on, because that comes with time and that comes with experience. And I think that Luffy is learning every day more and more and more and more about being a captain, and he is a brilliant captain. And I think that Luffy-Usopp argument was such an incredible turning point for both Luffy and Usopp. Luffy as a captain and Usopp as a person. How he holds himself and his standard. The best thing that happened to Usopp the entire arc was leaving that crew and discovering Sogeki. Best thing that could have happened to him, because he's come back a newer, braver, better person. I adore all of the crew. There is not a single crew member that I dislike. Like, it's not, I couldn't rank them for you. I really couldn't. I could not rank them from, how many have we got now? 8? I couldn't rank them from 1 to 8. Obviously, we all know that Zoro and Chopper hold their very, very, very special places in my heart. Zoro is my fave, but I couldn't, with the others, give you a last place or a first place or a last place. You know what I mean? Like, I adore them all so much, and I hold them all in such a high regard that this argument stumped me. This argument stumped me bad. I was like, I don't know what to do, how to think, how to feel. I'm genuinely hopeless on this. I have no idea what stance to take. It is so difficult. And so I think after being a bit more removed from it and thinking about it more, I think I have a pretty solid opinion. But my reaction to Usopp leaving, or Usopp returning, hasn't actually come out yet. So by the time this comes out, that would have come out, and I imagine I would have got some backlash for my initial reaction, because the empath in me just kind of bares its teeth first, and I just once again felt so bad for the guy on his own. You know, once again, after having that moment of Zoro's tough love and being like, well, be nice, but then kind of realising he's absolutely right. He's right. Usopp needed to apologise, needs to do that, but we'll get there. We aren't there yet, but we will get there. I hope you guys aren't mad at me for that. I hope not. I did put a little thing in my YouTube description because I only just uploaded it yesterday, but it won't be out for like a couple weeks till. Won't be out for a couple weeks though. But I put a little thing in the description kind of explaining, I'm sorry if my reaction isn't what you guys wanted to see with that, and then my final stance on it after having some time to think about it more, because your initial reaction is always going to be your initial reaction. Whoa, what's going on? And then you like have a minute to have a think, and that always helps have some perspective. CP9 freaked Robbie out. What is it? Who is that?
CP9 です。
Ugh! CP9 stands for Cypherpol 9, an undercover intelligence agency. Made notes of all of that to remember. That way, I think those are notes that I made while watching, from what I remember. CP9 was revealed to be the shipwrights after Luffy and that were framed for attacking Iceberg, and so it all became a whole thing, and how Robin is with CP9 and she'd left us. And we got some more lore that Robin is the only person able to read poneglyphs, and this is why she got a bounty at 8. That's what I wrote at the time. She escaped the O'Hara incident when she was 8, and Pluton is a battleship with blueprints passed down through generations. I guessed that, by the way. One of my proudest moments was guessing that Pluton was what Iceberg had. One of my proudest moments still.
それとも単独であれを狙って
After one of his possessions. Are they connected to the government? So the government want his possessions too. And they're obviously the people that he turned down. No, I was thinking it could be that he has Pluton.
俺は古代兵器プルトンの設計図を持っ
Guys, I've never predicted anything right before on this show. Like big things. Like I predicted the little things that just require context clues. I also wrote down CP9 works for the government, and then I wrote down some questions. This was in real time. Why is Robin with them? What's the O'Hara incident? What has her escaping it got anything to do with reading poneglyphs slash gaining her bounty? Obviously, I know the answer to these questions now. I also wrote down some stuff about Frankie's backstory. Frankie's backstory was one of my highlights of the Water 7 arc. I think it was so good, and I really did fall for Frankie in that backstory. I saw him entirely differently. And same with Iceberg. I saw both of those guys entirely differently through that backstory.
あのバカはまた証拠りもなく
上等だ
I'm putting it out there right now. Frankie's going in my top 10 non-Straw Hat characters. I love him.
トムさんを返せ
I loved the stuff about the sea train. I loved the stuff about Tom. Getting that context on Frankie was really brilliant. That moment of Nami in the rain to Luffy, saying to Luffy, Robin has not betrayed us. She's doing this to save us. Oh my god, that moment when Iceberg revealed that Robin was doing this to save us, I'll never forget. Holy shit, that was insane. And then Nami saying that in the rain to Luffy, and Luffy locking the fuck in and punching the shit out of those buildings. I mean, I knew it was coming. That was the only way, but that's so fucking cool. What a highlight. Like I say, the second half of this arc was what genuinely saved it and made it incredible for me. The Sanji clutch man moment of this part of him getting onto the sea train. Brilliant. That was so brilliant. And then all the stuff on the sea train with Usopp and Frankie. Oh my god, I forgot to write down. The Merry speaking to Usopp. The Merry being what spoke to Usopp in Skypiea. Such a great addition, and that Usopp and Frankie bonding that they did before CP9 came and got them. Brilliant moments, brilliant foundation building for their friendship, which I can't wait to see more of while he's now on the crew. But yeah, the stuff on the sea train with Sanji, when Sanji got on the sea train and kind of he freed Frankie and Usopp, and he went through and he beat up all the different guys. The three of them beat up all the people in the different carriages. Those were such cool scenes. I loved all the stuff on the sea train. It was super fun. Usopp you know, revealing himself as Soga King, or Soga King, making his first appearance. That was super, super fun.
君たちに手を貸すのに理由はいらない。私も共に戦おう。
Oh.
私の名はソゲキング。
Soga King, okay. Usopp. Also on our secondary sea train that we had with the crew and the Galila and the Frankie family. Such a great team up, by the way. I loved all of their scenes all together. And I had one of my many Zoro in love moments. There's so many moments of me being down bad for Zoro in this saga, I fear. So we're going to do a little bit of a compilation of those right now.
不足はねえな。
He's so fine for some pixels, man. I don't understand how he's so gorgeous and he's literally just a couple pixels on my fucking screen. Fine, I forgive you. Oh.
チーム戦だ。忘れるな。
この刻んでやるぞ。
無刀流。
No, 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 no. Replay. I live. Zoro?
「寝込みを襲ったつもりだったが誰だてめえ
Yeah, who are they?
ら名乗れ三刀流カラスマ
Yup.
カリ
おい衣が頑張るぞ。
キレ邪魔。
I can't.
「羅生門」
That was so... how do I explain?
しかし
Attractive.
海列車がもう一隻あったとあのスピードじゃ追いついちまうかもしれん万が一この線路の先にいるあいつを切ったやつが
I'm literally getting a headache from how cool Zoro is. Like, it's literally making my head hurt. Like, I can't. Like, he is the coolest ever to exist. Fact. Like who else? Who else would be cooler? Oh my god, I can't even take myself seriously. No, but he's so fucking cool, I can't. Like, he's just... I could go on and on and on and on, but I'm not going to. But I really could. Like, when did I claim him as my favourite? Like, what episode? Like, I feel like it was really early on. Like, I feel like it was really early on. And it's just stayed that way. Like, he's just stayed my favourite.
あの剣士は海賊狩り。
ああ挨拶した方が良かったかお
I don't even have to say anything. You guys know what I'm thinking. He's so cool.
刀が曲がって見える。
塩ビが米津鬼切れ。
What the fuck? Oh, he's so cool. You're so cool. Hey. What is this? This is not a giraffe's power. This is, I promise you, this giraffes don't do this.
そんなキリンはいね
We're one and the same, and that is why we're married.
まずいぞこんなに早く帰ってきたぞ労働さんたち誰も任せろ
Whenever someone mentions Zoro, I'm just like, oh my god, I need to like not be so damn bad. So that leads me pretty well onto Eni's lobby. So this arc was one of the best arcs I've seen so far in One Piece. I would go as far to say the best I've watched so far in all of One Piece. And you guys know how much I loved Alabasta. I'd say Alabasta is still my close second, but Eni's lobby I think takes first place. It truly was beyond incredible. Every single moment, every single bit. I was so on the edge of my seat, I didn't even realize we transferred over into the next arc. I didn't even realize that that's how much I was into this arc. It was so brilliant. Eni's lobby is episodes 264 to 312. And I loved every single one of those episodes. It was truly brilliant. We arrived in Eni's lobby. Luffy clears everyone. Just clears everyone, jumps straight through and he's beating everyone down. It's brilliant. The Luffy versus Bleno from the bar fight is one of my favorite parts of it. Obviously getting introduced to the Luffy's gears, and we've got gear 2.
俺にはついてこれねえぞ。俺の技はみんな
What the flip is
段階
this?
進化する。
Why is he burning?
いや、セカンド。
That was so sick, so legendary, such a cool moment. He beat Bleno down after learning his fighting style. I think it was it on the train? Oh no, Sanji and Usopp that fought him on the train. I think it was in Iceberg's hospital room when they first took Robin. It was just brilliant. It was so brilliant seeing that fight, seeing Bleno get beat down by Luffy. It was so great. The Gear 2 stuff was really awesome. I'm so excited to see where further he takes that. I think it was really cool to see some proper, like, plot-pointed power-ups for Luffy and for everyone. Like, everyone got their power-up moment, which I loved. I love that they were so integral in the plot, because obviously we've seen Luffy demonstrate loads of different powers with his Gum Gum Fruit, but we haven't focused on it so heavily for almost plot reasons before we did Gear 2, and I think that was so fun. Loved the Gear 2. I loved Zoro's like demon, like 6-headed demon thing. That was so cool. Nami's growth using the new Climatact. Is it Climatact? I think it's supposed to be like climate, so Climatact. I loved, obviously, Sogeking in a whole is like an upgrade for Usopp, but he also got that really big slingshot now, which is really cool. Sanji's leg on fire, so awesome. Usopp using the 3 rumble balls and kind of leveling up, that was really cool. Obviously, not all of those level ups are sustainable. Chopper could die. Luffy could die. Sanji could burn his leg off. We gotta slow down on those a little bit, but I still loved seeing them. It was really fun to watch. So in the Frankie backstory, we got introduced to a certain character, and his name is Spandam, and I have an awful relationship built on hatred and disgust with him. So let's cue the Spandam Crash Out compilation.
さあ裁判を始めようじゃないか。トムズワーカーズ。
I hope he's dead, this Spandam guy. Fuck him.
さてそれでは我々も町へ向かいましょうか。
Oh, some characters in this show are so annoying just by existing. This guy's so annoying just by existing. Like, I just cannot.
俺たちがよこせというものすらおとなしくよこさねえ巨人も正義への謀反者として
He's trying to wind you up. He's trying to wind you up. Don't even rise to it. Saying that, I know that if it was me, I would have absolutely kicked him by now, but you know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
この俺に質問するなブレーモンめが貴様の存在価値など俺が見出してやらねば無に等しいものだったんだ俺に感謝するんだな悪魔の土地オハラの忌まわしき血族ニコ・ロビン
Someone tell me the episode number where he dies. Tell me the episode number where he dies. Tell me the fucking episode number where he dies so I can skip to it. Yep, thank you. You fucking said it, not a shred of mortality. Not a shred. Takes one to know one. Oh, I'm getting so mad. Oh my god. Enough? Get me in a one-on-one against Spandam and I would win. Like, dead ass. I'm not even kidding. I can't even dance. I can't. I can't. I just literally put me against him and I'm winning. Like he, what, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You're a fucking joking, he pressed it by accident. Are you joking? Are you joking? I'm trying to rack my brain for a worse character than him. I can't. I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep watching this. I can't. This is awful. Like, when does this stop? Like, when does the Spandam shit stop? Because it's really getting to a point. He's literally abusing my girl. I cannot. Oh my god! Get off! I can't. I think I said this last time, I don't know how much more I can take of the Spandam shit. It's making me so unwell. Guys, I don't mean to be like that, but like, I'm serious when I say they need to kill him off. Like they can't have it be he returns in a couple years. I can't. Like, I really cannot. They need to kill a character, and it needs to be Spandam. He has to go. He has to go. Bitch! Who the fuck are you calling a bitch? I'll show you a fucking bitch. Oh my god. It's not good for me. I will find a way to go into the world of One Piece, and I will find a way to find Spandam myself. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. I think I called him a distant relative when I was watching it. It fucking adds up. Pieces of fucking shit. You are literally apple don't fall far from the tree. And you know what? That is the worst ever thing. That is the biggest insult, is that he's your father. Biggest insult. You're both fucking pussies and I hate you both. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I curse a bloodline? Can I curse a bloodline? I curse Spandam's bloodline. All of them. Fuck that. Shoot him again, shoot him again. Oh, please. I can't wait. Was it Saga King? I wasn't expecting that. Wait, no, wait. So, as you would have seen right there, I hate that motherfucker. I hate that motherfucker so bad. I wish I never had to see him. However, it made the ending of Enies Lobby and getting away from him and Robin having that moment of him even better, even sweeter. I'm so glad he's gone. I'm so glad he's done, he's over, and he got what he deserved. He actually deserved worse, but hey, we'll let it go.
Clutch!
Now let's talk about one of the better parts of Enies Lobby, because Spanland was the worst. One of the better parts, best parts of Enies Lobby was Robin's backstory. So if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that Robin and me and Robin had an instant connection. The minute I saw that girl, she was my Miss Aura. I called her that from day dot. We met the girl on the turtle, who is Miss Sunday, so she works for Baroque Works. All I know is that this girl was aura farming. She was absolutely aura farming. Don't get me wrong, I have my suspicions, but she's always been my Miss Aura. Always had a soft spot for her, and I've always had questions about her. She's the character that's intrigued me the most from day one of meeting her. There is no character in One Piece I've been more intrigued by than Robin. And so to get this backstory felt like the biggest reward after like 100 episodes of questions upon questions upon questions about this glorious woman. I was like, who the fuck are you? And like, I love you so much, but what is your deal? Like, what goes on up here? Because you're so interesting and I want to know everything. And so getting this backstory was like one of the best parts. I was so excited and I got my heart broken in the best way. Like, as in not, I didn't get my heart broken from disappointment. No, I was beyond exceeded expectations of the information that we got on Robin. But my heart was broken for her and for what she's been through, what she had to go through, what she had to, how she viewed herself, how she viewed life, how she viewed her value, how she viewed everything about herself. Awful. Awful, but I'll tell you what, those episodes were some of the best episodes of One Piece I've ever watched, and they are episodes that will stay in my heart for a very, very long time. I cannot believe I had the brilliant blessing to be able to watch those for the first time and share that with you guys. I've seen since the video come out and the response how much those episodes mean to so many of you. I get why this stuff means so much to everyone, because you know what? In this show about pirates and finding this once-in-a-lifetime treasure and going on adventures and being with friends and finding camaraderie and a crew and a second found family and having a fun time, you can see bits of yourself in every corner of the show. Good, bad, pretty, ugly, you can see it everywhere. And I think that a lot of people saw themselves in Robin, but also saw our real life in Robin's past. There's a reason why, and I'm even tearing up thinking about it now. There's a reason why when she said the line, you don't see people on a map. You don't see it like that. You just see it as something that you never have to draw again. You don't see the people. It rings so true in the world of One Piece, in the corruption that we've seen within the world government that's been presented to us. That corruption has been presented to us specifically in Enies Lobby, but it also rings true in real life in so many different aspects. When someone bullies someone at school, they don't see the person underneath or the thing that goes on behind that home. They don't see the way it makes them feel. And I think it's just about we as human beings refuse to take the time to see each other. But also in the grand scheme of things, there's so many situations in our world where people have refused to see other people. They've refused to see other people. They see people as objects or things in the way, things to move out of the way, collateral damage. And it is awful. And to see that represented in a show that also represents things that are so beautiful and fun, of course that shit gets to us. Of course Robin's backstory kills us inside. It's literally such incredible storytelling in so many ways. Well, you know, one of my favourite moments was Robin's mum's last words being to her being, live. Robin, fucking live. You better fucking live, girl. You better live, you know? And obviously her saying that she wanted to die. And then that final moment when she says she wants to live probably for the first time in her whole life, where she's felt safe enough, safe in the comfort that if she says it, these people in front of her will make it come true. She says it. Oh my god. I'm getting emotional again. What? See, guys, it's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. And I think, once again, it brings in that relatability, doesn't it? Where when things in your own life can feel so ugly and horrible and down and overwhelming and stressful and dark, that there will be people who will stand in front of you and give you the confidence to say that you just want to keep going. You just want to keep going. And regardless of what is bringing you down, you want to keep going. Even when it feels like you can't, you want to, and you need to listen to that desire. You need to listen to that desire. I think this leads me pretty well onto the next compilation. The Tears Shed compilation. Have fun, guys. Enjoy. Enjoy all of my crying. I know you guys love it, so enjoy it.
はい。
それがキャプテンだろ。迷うな。お前がフラフラしてやがったら、俺たちは誰を信じりゃいいんだよ。俺たちはもうこの船には戻れねえから。
Oh no!
じゃあお前の願いってのは。
For them to be free of it.
私を除く麦わらの一味の6人が無事にこの島を出港すること。
そのためなら
Oh
兵
no!
器を呼び起こし世界がどうなろうと構われてるが。
Oh, right. Okay. Wow.
助けていいんだと分かった時のあいつらの強さに限度なんてないんだから。チョッパー！チョッパー！チョッパー！起きて！
Oh my god, that's awful.
卑怯者。
Yeah.
まだ減らず口が叩けるとはな。人を裏切り続けてきた女が今さら理想的な死を選べると思うな。
That's awful. That is fucking awful.
仲良く死ねばいい。巨大な正義の前には全てが無力なのだ。
あとは俺たちに任せろ。地図の上から人間が確認できる。あなたたちが世界をそんな目で見てるから。
Oh wow.
あんな非道なことができるのよ。
Exactly.
バスターコールは目的さえ失う無情の力。それだけは使っちゃいけない。
This is so
れだけは。
それはうちの子の服だよ。
ごめんなさいおばさん、一度着てみたくて。
よく食べるね、居候のくせに。
私のお母さんですか？いつか私手をつないでもらって一緒に歩いてほしいから。私一生懸命勉強して考古学者になれたの。ホーネグレフも読めるよ。
You're fucking with me. What do you expect me to do?
こうしたかった。ずっと。
に驚いたわ。頑張ってたくさん勉強したのね。誰にでもできることじゃない。すごいわ、ロビン。
幸いそのことがバレたのだぜ。
お前を守ってくれる仲間が現れる。この世に生まれて一人ぼっちなんてことは絶対にないんだで。お前を守ってくれる仲間が現れる。
行きたい。私も一緒に海へ連れてって。
Yeah, I feel that. No! They didn't even give me they didn't even give me 2 minutes to get over it. Wait, what?
海には誰もいないよ。
よく聞けロビン。今は一人だけどもよ、いつか必ず仲間に会えるでよ。
仲間？
はあ、海は広いんだで。いつか必ずお前を守ってくれる仲間が現れる。この世に生まれて
Yo,
一
this is
人ぼ
my
っちなんてことは
third
絶対
time
に
crying
ないん
over
だ
the
で。
same scene. Oh my god.
狂わず俺たちを狙ってるのか？
誰だ俺ら。
見ろ、すげえだろ、うちの狙撃手の力。
He's so
ウソップ。
sorry guys, Luffy's just a kid.
出たのか。一緒に帰るぞー。ロビー。
迎えに来たよ。ごめんね。もっとみんなを遠くまで運んであげたかった。ごめんね。ずっと一緒に冒険したかった。今まで大切にしてくれてどうもありがとう。僕は 本当に幸せだった。
She'll always be the first.
だったらしっかり生きてみせろ。小原はまだ滅んじゃいねえ。
Wait, guys, what the fuck? Crying! So next I'm going to talk a little bit about Busticles. Obviously I kind of went into it already, but fuck Busticles. Stupid ass design, stupid system, and do you know what's even more fucking stupid about it? The fact that if you press the button, there's no way to undo it. You can't communicate with them. So I'm like, oh, I'm talking, and this is my Busticle thing. I'm talking. Oh, and then, holy shit, the island's gonna blow up in 5 minutes. That's stupid. That's so dumb. The Busticle's a stupid thing, and you should be able to, like, you should just not have it full stop point blank. But when Spandam accidentally calls it, you shouldn't fucking be able to not cancel it. They shouldn't exist anyway. There is no issue that can be resolved with annihilating an entire, like, place and the people in it. Oh my god, that guy that blew up the evacuation ship, bro, that was insane. Was...
なんで砲撃です。軍艦から坂月中将の船からです。バカ野郎。
That was insane. I don't know which one he was from the names. I think he was Akainu from the comments I saw, but I can't remember what his other name was in the backstory. Fuck him heavy. He can get out. No. Yeah, obviously I've already talked about everyone getting their power-ups, everyone versus CP9. I enjoyed most of those fights. I was very much enjoying them. Some of them got a bit dragged on, but I was enjoying them. The fight I enjoyed the most, obviously, was Luffy versus Lucci, especially when we really started to get into it. Brings me straight on to Luffy Gear 3. Luffy Gear 3, guys. Awesome. Once again, getting that power-up, getting that step up, really cool to see. I like both Gear 2 and Gear 3. I think I like Gear 2 more because of, like, it looks cool, like, with the pink stuff, like, kind of glowing, and it just seems like you could do more with Gear 2 than Gear 3, but Gear 3 was, like, what had my jaw on the floor. My jaw was on the floor. It was insane. The Usopp and Luffy moment where Usopp reveals himself as Sogeking and is calling out to Luffy to be like, hey, don't, like, look like you're dying right there. Get the fuck up right now. We need you. Get up. I need you. You know, it was brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant moment. Luffy. And a Mary saving the day, even more brilliant. I loved that so much. It is Mary! That's Mary! I know, yep. I thought so! That was I should have trusted my first instinct. Do you know what I didn't love? Mary dying after it. I miss her. R.I.P. Mary. R.I.P. However, they did it so beautifully. They really did it so beautifully. I was crying, of course, as you would have seen in the compilation. And that brings me to the end of the Enies Lobby arc. Now we're gonna get into the arc called Post Enies Lobby. And this is episodes 313 to 325. And this is like all lore. This is just lore piece, and you guys know how much I love lore piece. It's so fucking fun, and I love finding out the new things and writing my little notes. So I have a lot of stuff here, and let's just dive straight into it. I don't know how I feel or think about most of these things, but there's something, you know? First of all, Frankie's gonna build us a ship out of like an eternal tree thing. Awesome, thank you Frankie, love you. Garp turned up. Garp Loki abused Luffy to make him strong. Don't support that, don't love that at all. Garp sent Luffy to a friend and Luffy trained with Ace to become Marines. Didn't really work out that well. Shanks update, ranked in top 4 pirates and the same league as Whitebeard, and the top 4 pirates reign over the second half of the Grand Line and they're called the 4 Emperors. I don't recognise the other two, I only recognise Shanks and Whitebeard. The Warlords and the world government are trying to fight the 4 Emperors, so we know these motherfuckers are big time, big deal. Monkey D. Dragon is the father of Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, and Monkey D. Garp is the grandfather of Monkey D. Luffy. Insane family tree. Insane. Don't do this. Don't do this shit. This might be the most fucked up fucking family tree I've seen in my life. What is happening? The second half of the Grand Line is called the New World. If you conquer the New World, you will find the One Piece. Shanks grew up in the West Blue, and Shanks has the power to knock people out just by walking past them with his aura. Shanks was an apprentice to Goldie Roger, and Shanks and Buggy worked on Goldie Roger's ship together, and then they split up at the execution day. Blackbeard gave Shanks the scar on his face. Blackbeard was one of Whitebeard's crew, we already knew this. Shanks and Mihawk used to fight a lot, for vibes or something. Shanks wants to stop Ace and get them to stay away from Blackbeard and says it's too early for Ace and Blackbeard to fight. I don't know how I feel about Aokiji. This was a really big, I don't know how the flip I feel about Aokiji because of the reveal of Robin, as you would have seen in the Tears compilation, because I even cried at that. It was so cute, which is weird. The log post is pointing us to Fishman Island, which is on the seabed, so underwater, which doesn't really work out for the 3 Devil Fruit users that we have on our crew, but we're going to see how that goes. The Devil's Triangle, aka the Florian Triangle, is the place where ships go missing and ghost ships appear. Frankie's parents were pirates. We're the new ship called the Thousand Sunny, and Frankie is on the crew, and we have new bounties, and it is all insane, and it's all great, all happy. And then Blackbeard. Blackbeard has the dark fruit. Darkness is like gravity and can pull things in, and dark gravity uses power to condense objects and crush them. The dark fruit is a Logia type fruit, except things can't pass through it, and Blackbeard feels pain more than the average person because he consumes and absorbs all of the pain and the things thrown at him. But he's able to absorb other things too, like a devil fruit holder's power while he's touching them. He can draw in a devil fruit power holder's body, and he can absorb the devil fruit powers while he's touching them, meaning while he touches them they can't use their powers, meaning for the Logia type powers he can punch them and it won't go through because he's holding them. Or at least that's what I got. I'm just realising I forgot to do the outfit analyses at the end of each arc when I finish talking about them. I might just save it for a tier list. Outfit tier list. I'm going to save for an outfit tier list when I finish the next saga, or maybe the saga after, depending on how many outfit changes we have throughout. Onto the final part of the review today. My current theories. This is where you all get to laugh at me again. I hope you guys enjoy, because these theories I've been cooking up for some time now. I've been cooking these theories for some time. My theory still remains. Nami is a sky person. It still remains. If you know, you know why I think that, okay? A devil fruit is the One Piece. That is one of my guesses about what the One Piece could be. It's a devil fruit. It's a devil fruit that grants freedom. I don't know how this will work, but I know that the One Piece was first described to me when I first watched it, I think maybe in the live action, as it would give the person that found it, they'd be the king of the pirates and he would have eternal freedom or eternal glory. And so this devil fruit can give that somehow. Shanks has some sort of power, but not from a devil fruit. Obviously, we know that. But I don't know how him walking past people knocks them out. I do not know. Sanji being from the North Blue is more important than we think at the moment, and the live action season 2 kind of confirmed this for me a little bit when he spoke about his mum, because obviously that was something I didn't know yet, and that's something that people told me that I don't find out for a while, meaning that I'm gonna find out at some point, and I'm guessing this was from when he was in the North Blue as a child. So I think that we have more Sanji story to come. The Straw Hats will gain possession of Poseidon, the weapon. So obviously we know that there was 2 weapons on the poneglyphs. There was Pluton and Poseidon. Poseidon is the one that Robin found in Skypiea, and Goldie Roger had written something on that poneglyph. I think the Straw Hats will gain possession of Poseidon at some point in the story. This is a question I have. I don't know why it's on my theories list, but it's a question I have, just general one. Why did Shanks keep Luffy's devil fruit in a box and not just eat it himself? Because he doesn't have a devil fruit, right? And we know this. So why did he keep it in a box and not just eat it as soon as he found it? Oh god, I forgot I wrote this one. This one is far out. This is a bit far-fetched, but like, hear me out. Aokiji is related to Robin. Maybe her dad. I need to find out how old Aokiji is. I don't know how old he is, but going off the fact that when he was in Robin's backstory, he looked pretty much the same age as he does now, and Robin was so young. That was 20 years ago, and he looked maybe like he was still adult looking. He could be Robin's dad. That's so far-fetched. I know. Just let me have it. It could happen. I just need to find a reason that he gives her the soft spot other than the fact that he's Saul's mate because he killed Saul. So I don't really know. Another question. What did Robin's mum know that the others didn't? Because when they took her away, they said she knows something the others don't. What was that? Did that get revealed to us? Robin knows Shanks or just knows of Shanks? Question mark. This is based off how she reacted to hearing Luffy and Garp speak about him. Does she know him or does she just know of him? This is no theory. We have small villains every arc, but I think that Blackbeard is the overarching big villain of the whole story. That is my current prediction. So the reason I say this is because of the way it's set up. We've been introduced to Blackbeard, and the way Luffy and him first met was very interesting, and he's been after Luffy ever since then, and we were introduced to him and we've built him up very big. And so I think that we are definitely not ready to face him yet, but we're still talking about him and seeing scenes of him even now. So I feel like he is gonna continue to be our kind of big villain, doing different things, and when him and Luffy come face to face, Luffy has to be ready. I don't think that we are even anywhere near that. So that's kind of why I think he will be, especially based off now the fact that Shanks spoke about him too. It just feels like he's a way bigger deal than we thought. I thought originally that could have maybe been Whitebeard, but knowing that Whitebeard is Ace's captain, I don't see him being our big villain. So I am thinking that it's Blackbeard. And then my last theory to offer you guys is that Roger and Dragon are brothers. So, if you don't know who Goldie Roger's son is, do not watch this. Unfortunately, due to spoilers that I got, I do know the identity of Goldie Roger's son. So if you don't know who Goldie Roger's son is, please click off this video now. You've watched far enough. I hope you really enjoyed the review, and thank you so much for being here. But yeah, click off because I do not want to spoil this for you. So I think that Roger and Dragon could be brothers, and I say this because Ace and Luffy look so similar, but it's confirmed that they have different dads, because Luffy's dad is Dragon and Ace's dad is Roger. But they look so similar, and they refer to each other as brothers, and obviously Garp was entrusted with Ace, and so either they have the same mum, or just the D in the middle name is what gives them that, but maybe Roger and Dragon are brothers, but then that means that Garp is Roger's dad, which means that he killed his own son, and if his other son is Dragon, surely he'd kill them both, but I think he's letting Dragon off because he's his son. So there are definite flaws in my theory. Who knows what we'll see and what we won't see. The story is still ongoing, so I don't even know. Those are my theories. I hope you guys really enjoyed those. So that brings me to the end of the Water 7 Saga review. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I loved making this video. It's so fun to just chat to you guys about all of what happened with Water 7. It was such a great saga, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out Patreon if you'd like to, and join my Discord. So many things to do, and I think you should do them all. Really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Love ya.
Love you. Bye.
Love ya.